This is David with Inspire Precision, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a new Huben Power upgrade for the Umarex Zelos. If you've been around my channel for any length of time, you have seen me with the Umarex Zelos in its stock configuration with the original cylinder, with the Snowpeak M60B bottle adapter and the bottle upgrade. I'm going to link both of those videos down in the description. Make sure if you haven't watched those, you click on those and you watch those as well as watching this video here. But yeah, you saw that we went from the cylinder here to the Snowpeak M60B bottle adapter with this affordable aluminum bottle. Now, the Umarex Zelos, or this Snowpeak M60B, for all intents and purposes, they're exactly the same thing. It was only designed for 3,600 PSI. The internals of the rifle are not equipped to handle the full 300 bar or 4,500 PSI. And in this video, we're going to fix that. We're going to get rid of the aluminum bottle. We're going to get rid of the Snowpeak M60B bottle adapter. And we're going to put on the brand new Huben Power Zelos specific regulator. We will be able to pump this up to 4,500 PSI with a new bottle that I've got right here. And you'll see that we will be able to adjust the output. So the regulator of the Zelos doesn't have to handle all of that pressure. I believe I am the first channel to have this Huben Power Zelos regulator in hand, and I've been working with Huben Power for a number of months now, and they were nice enough to send over one of these, and this is a, as far as I'm aware, this is a pre-production model. These will start shipping after the Chinese New Year, and I'll have links down in the description below for you to pick up one for your Zelos. But very new to the market. They announced this on Instagram and Twitter and things like that, and a lot of people were very interested in seeing these. But this is going to be your absolute first look at this Huben Power valve for the amazing Zelos. I also want to shout out to Triton Optics. This is the Triton Starstrike HG. This is the what I call the Gen 2 model of their Starstrike. I'll have a link down below for this as well. You may want to check them out for really good, affordable priced night vision and daytime recording optics. And just want to thank Triton for their ongoing sponsorship of our channel here. So I'm going to set some things aside that we don't need. We're not going to be doing anything with the Starstrike. We're not going to be doing anything with the stock Zelos bottle. So we'll put that aside. And we'll kind of dig right in. Now, you may be familiar with the Snowpeak M60B bottle adapter. I've got another one here. Of course, it's the same thing that I've got in the Zelos right now. And this is a wonderful upgrade if you just want to use 3,600 PSI. But what do you do if you don't want to have a custom machine solution made? What do you do if you want to go to 4,500? This is a hot swappable design, which means it is almost exactly like the stock cylinder, and I can remove this immediately without losing bottle pressure. Now you'll get a little bit of release as the valve seals itself, but that's what we're going to do. So you've seen this before. We'll set that to the side. With this aluminum bottle, there really wasn't much space to put a pick rail bottle band on. So my design that I made up specifically for Nodos Huben Power valve conversions does not fit. The clearance between the bottle and the barrel is too tight. When we get this new carbon fiber bottle on, we're going to check that again and see if we could put on a pick rail bottle band so we can move this bipod further up. First step, I will remove our moderator, set that to the side. Let's take out our new carbon fiber bottle. This is a Tuxing 500cc bottle, and I just got this in. It is a little bit smaller in diameter than this aluminum bottle, but it actually can handle the 4500, and we could be confident about it. This costs quite a bit more than the aluminum bottle there. And let's take off the existing bottle here. Remember, again, this is hot swappable. You get a little puff of air as the gun degasses. But your tank, and in this instance this one has about 2000 psi in it, your tank will maintain its pressure because of the pin valve in the M60B bottle adapter. Now if you have the stock Zelos cylinder, it's got a pin valve just the same. Take that off, your cylinder's still going to maintain all the pressure it has in it. We will get out our Huben Power Zelos specific regulator. And it's all the standard Huben Power livery in here. You got a sticker, their genuine card. We got some silicone grease, which we'll take out. We've got some extra O-ring seals, which we're not going to use right now because everything is going to be on this guy. And I am going to go grab a wrench so we can time this appropriately. I also grabbed my silicone oil here. I think I probably use the oil instead of using the silicone grease to lubricate those seals, and we'll do that right now. I like to put a little dab on every seal, and I like to do a little bit on the threads as well. Take the cap off of the Zelos specific Huben Power regulator. Now you'll see this is a lot like all the other Huben Power cricket valves. So you've got the regulator adjustment right in the body of the valve here. Unfortunately, you can't change the setting without taking the bottle off. That is a concession that you got to make with this style regulator because there's no adjustment on the side. But I think for the benefits that you get, that's perfectly fine. And it's preset from the factory. So we'll give that a little bit of silicone oil on the seal. It's worthwhile to note that this is a steel construction. There's really not any aluminum on this valve to speak of. It is all steel. So the weight that you pick up from this regulator assembly, you can decrease by going with a carbon fiber bottle. So take your regulator assembly and your bottle, and we're just going to install them together. As I said before, just like the Snow Peak M60B bottle adapter that has a pin valve, this also has a pin valve in it, so you can hot swap these if you want. After you have that on there, just finger snug, then we'll install it on our Zelos. And very easy here. Looks like I am going to have to do quite a little bit of clocking So you take your 2mm wrench and you loosen up the screws. I use clocking and timing interchangeably, guys. It's really not a big deal. Alright, so you can see that we can clock this. We can time it. Some people use indexing. And I'm going to get it really kind of close to horizontal. I think I'll snug it up right there. Let's see if we're on a location on the barrel of this that we can crank down. I've unthreaded it a little bit so we can crank down on it. Let's see. Is that going to be good? That looks pretty horizontal. I don't think we'd be able to get it any better than that. And we can still unthread it without too much problems. We'll put our little fill probe cover on there. And guys, that is about it. Extremely easy with the Huben Power Zelos Cricket Regulator. And there is a slight bit more clearance between this carbon fiber bottle and this aluminum bottle we were using. Just for fun, let's see if one of my bottle bands fits. Maybe, maybe not. Alright, it does. So what we want is, we don't want any of the barrel touching the bottle band. And there is just the slightest amount. I didn't really know if this would work or not. It seems to me that it is just enough clearance for this. You can see it sliding. If it was hitting the barrel, it would not do that. So in this instance, with this Tuxing carbon fiber bottle, my normal sized bottle band with the pick rail will work, and I'm happy of that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get this on my compressor. We are going to give it some air, and we're going to do our first leak test. Alright, so I am back after I have hooked this up to my compressor and given it a full fill. We are at 30 megapascals, 300 bar, or about 4,500 psi, and it's passing my initial leak test. We'll let it sit for 24 hours to give a final verdict, but I think the results are promising at the moment. So my Zelos here, I have the regulator for the rifle set to approximately, I don't know, 2,050 or 2,100 psi. And like I said, the bottle pressure here is going to be 300 bar, 30 megapascals, or about 4,500 psi. And the regulator pressure coming out of the bottle is approximately, I'm going to say, 26.5 megapascals, which I think is a little bit too much pressure. So 26.5 megapascals is about 3,850 psi, and really what I wanted to see was about 3,600 psi going from the Huben Power Regulator into the Zelos itself. So I will likely degas this at some point and set that regulator a little bit less so I have 3,600 psi. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to mount my bottle band. You can see that that slides right on there. And when I look at it, we have plenty of clearance between the bottle band and the barrel. There's not going to be anything interfering with our accuracy. I'm going to leave a link below in the description for you to pick one of those up. We'll get that straightened out and we will tighten it up. All right, I think that's close, and that is not going anywhere. So we'll take our bipod off and we can install it where it is more useful towards the front of the rifle. All right, so what do you think of that, guys? I am pretty impressed with Huben Power's offerings in the PCP market, and the Zelos Regulator with the adjustable timing, indexing, clocking, whatever you want to call it, is just another great product offering. If you want to get one for yourself, I am going to have a link in the description below. That is my affiliate link. If you click on it, you can help support our channel and help us continue to make awesome content for you. I don't like my manometers reading in MPa or megapascals. I just don't like it. I would prefer if everything was in PSI. Of course, that is generally just a US thing, and it's really not something that is a real big problem. It's actually not a problem at all. I can do conversions from MPa to bar to PSI. It's really not a big deal, but that is something that I would probably change for the US market. I don't know, who cares? I really like the ability to take a carbon fiber bottle, put it on your Zelos, and increase your shot count while still maintaining the integrity of the rifle at about 3600 psi. This is completely adjustable. You can preserve the life of the internal Zelos regulator by having the regulator on this Huben Power valve set a little bit closer to the regulator on the Zelos. So you can choose at your discretion to change that to get it closer, so you have a good compromise between follow-up shots and preserving the integrity of your Zelos. That is going to about do it for this video. As I said previously, all the links for everything in this video are going to be down in the description. Please, if you want to support our channel, click on those links, make those purchases, and that helps us continue bringing you guys good videos and good content. If you like this video, make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you have any comments about this, I will try my best to respond to all the comments that you guys put down there. I think this is going to be a little improvement. Now, it was great before with the M60B bottle adapter, but this improves the platform a little bit more, and I have to say that I really like it. Thanks again to Huben Power. I've been working with them. I have a small part to play in this Zelos valve. I help them bring it to bring the design to market here. I'll take maybe a little bit of credit. They're really the ones that did all the work, but I helped them a little bit on this. I think once the weather gets a lot better, more conducive for getting these PCPs back out, that I'm gonna have a lot of range time with the Zelos, the Huben Power Regulator, and this new carbon fiber bottle. Thank you very much for watching. This was David with Inspire Precision, and I want to remind you guys to break out of your comfort zone, learn a new skill, and have a great day.